What's up, guys? Chris VA Travels here in northern Scotland, just outside of Inverness, just outside of the Culloden battlefield, and I'm visiting Clava Cairns, ancient stones that go back almost 4,000 years. I'm about to go inside. You see them back there, and a little bit of information. The farmers of the Nairn Valley raised these stones to house their dead. Let's see, how do I get through here? Alright. And there are 4 cairns altogether, and 3 that we can visit. There's a 4th kind of off, it's not accessible. And so yeah, built in the Stone Age 4,000 years ago, as I said. Pretty crazy. That's just about as old. Well, they're not totally sure. About the same time as Stonehenge. And you'll see this thing is surrounded by these outer stones. And you'll see these large curb stones kind of going around with the smaller stones on top. It looks like these stones have been grassed over right here. I thought there might be carvings on here. They might say something. There's a big monolith, it looks like, right there. And here's the entrance. I'll go ahead and walk in. Kind of muddy in there. Avoid this mud. And there are supposed to be 1 or 2 bodies buried inside. So I don't know if they're down below or what. But these are oriented southwest toward the midwinter sunset. Alright, man. Walk on out of here. It was a lot cooler in there too. Well, I guess obviously you're in the shade. I guess that's probably why. And I wonder what these stones symbolize. Oh, I just read online that some of these stones have an underground tunnel leading to the cairn. And there's no rhyme or reason. Some of these are tall and thin, some are short and fat. Maybe they just kind of grabbed what was available. That one is real stubby right in front of me. But yeah, the side is mossed over. Alright, let me check out the second and the third one. And it looks like maybe there's a plaque right in front of me that might give some more information. Also, and they think all of this was farmland before these things were built. And that some of these stones were from the houses that sat here. Let me, So the northeast cairn, and there used to be a roof on this thing, it looks like. And on the shortest day of the year, a sunlight beam would go up the passageway to illuminate the chamber. That's pretty cool. Yeah, like I say, just a monolith right there. So the shortest day of the year, that would be the winter solstice, right? Middle of December. So I guess light would shoot right on in there. And yeah, all kinds of random stones sticking out of the ground. So obviously the people buried inside of these must have been important. I guess these are kind of like the pyramids, I guess, in Egypt, but just not on as big of a scale. So this one, I don't see a passageway. Alright. But yeah, same deal, there's just no passageway. You've got the stone surrounding, you've got kind of these larger curb stones going around. This side's mossed over, so this must be the north side. And there's a couple plaques over there I'll check out once they're done. And I'll read that plaque to get some more information. But I just read online that one hypothesis is they did cremations in there. So I don't know how they figured that out. If they found some burn marks down there or something. Another kind of taller, thin. It looks like the top's been broken off that, maybe. Ringcarum. Yeah, it's a ring. And this open circular enclosure with no apparent way was possibly built as a temple. The Ringcarum almost have an entrance, but none was identified. Traces of burning were found inside, perhaps from rituals linked to the burial cairns. Fire probably played an important role at Clava. However, archaeologists do not think that the Ringcarum... Oh, they don't think it was built for cremations. All right. Stuart Piggott over here on the left. And Piggott's excavations reveal traces of what may have been a later burial in the center of the Ringcarum, although no human remains have been found. And yeah, interesting. Check this last one out. And this says Clava Cairns. Sparkling white quartz fragments were found inside the Clava Cairns. Though little else has survived, this mineral had special meaning and was found at many Bronze Age sites. I don't see anything sparkling, but maybe it's just mossed over. Well, it says white quartz, maybe in the middle there. Well, this looks like a real big fire pit. Okay, so check out this last one. And this one, you should be able to walk inside. And that's a pretty big outer stone right there. And again, you wonder what those kind of meant. This was some sort of calendar or something. I don't know. I haven't seen anything written about that, so I have no idea. And obviously, yeah, the mossed over north because the sun is setting to the west here. So let's see what this has to say. Weathering has turned the Clava stones from freshly hewn reds, pinks, and whites to gray. Analysis of each slab has revealed how important color was to the cairn builders. They chose red and pink for the stones that face the midwinter sunset, and paler stones for the midsummer sunset. But yeah, the temperature, like I say, is even the sun's in here, but it's a little bit cooler in here, and I could see why people would think they're like spirits or something in here. And you'll see kind of smaller slabs kind of filling in the cracks there. All right, yeah, let me get out of here. And it looks like they built the road going right through the circle of outer stones. Pretty neat though. So was the rest of this just a big graveyard? There's not really a pattern to how these stones are sitting, but that's it for Clava Cairns. Great stop off. A must visit if you're visiting the Culloden battlefield. I think it was a 5-minute, 8-minute drive. But I'm gonna get out of here. As always, like and subscribe. See you guys.